It's a cry that the people are doing out loud. There's a distress in the air. There's an issue there. Things have become unbearable to me. I can't handle it. I need some assistance right now. Right now. The next step, the next call is the call for 911. I may need to talk to somebody. Can you give me some direction? Point me into the right place. My phone is ringing. The next step, the next signal can be just a wave on my flag. A SOS in the sand. You ever seen where the people used to do the SOS in the sand where they're in a place where they they need to be rescued?
Yes.
That's the point where I don't even know what to say. I'm lost for words. How did I get here? I can't even speak. I can only just wave my hand. The smoke, the last one, the smoke, nobody wants to be around me. I even take their breath away from my actions, my responses, how I talk. You don't even want to be around me. The residue of sin on me, it stinks.
My Lord.
So my question to you is, are we seeing the signs?
All right.
Do we hear the call? Are we ignoring the people? They're reaching out to us, and we got the answer. The Spirit of God lives in us. The sirens and lights are flashing. Someone is waving their flag. Somebody is writing the SOS in the sand. Somebody is picking up the phone right now, calling 911. Do we answer the call?
All right.
Or do we forward that call to the voicemail? Don't forward my call to the voicemail. Don't look out your peephole and say, oh, there she go again. People are in need. People are suffering.
Yes.
Remember, we carry the light
Yes.
in us.
Amen.
We carry the light in us. And we must continue to show that light daily, at all times.
Yes.
So we got work to do.
Oh, yes.
Let's be like the people that joined Nehemiah to help rebuild that wall. Strengthen our hands together, come together
Yes.
as a unit, and get the work done. In Nehemiah's case, he had a choice to make. He could have continued to ignore the problem like the people of Jerusalem was doing, or he can make a difference. And Nehemiah know that God had given him provision for it all. So say it with me. We're going to believe God.
We're going to believe God.
Believe who?
God.
Yes. So God has given us gifts and talents to reach his people. But it's some things we got to put away. The Bible says in Colossians 3:8, but now we also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication of our mouth. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the
New man.
which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him.
That's right.
Talking about the one that created us.
Yes.
The new man.
Yes.
So say it with me. We got work to do.
We got work to do.
Paul says it even better in 1 Corinthians 9:27. He say, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway.
Yes.
So that means I have to live my life
That's right.
right. I got people looking at me on the outside. So they want to see that light that's on the inside of me. I can't carry myself any type of way. I can't say any type of thing. So we have to be like Paul. We got to beat that flesh down. He made his life an example to the people. So next we got two types of people. We got the movers, which are the believers, and we got the shakers, which are the non-believers. The movers, the believers, constantly pushing forward, progressing in the things of God. One who carries the light, one who is humble. They're considerate, they're compassionate about your needs, just like Jesus was. He or she lives their life by an example, how Christ lived. God has given us talents and gifts, not just for us, but for the people. Then we got the shakers. We got the non-believers. These are the ones that just shake up a little something from time to time. They're not committed to the things of God. They're not serious about the things of God. They're unstable, being tossed to and fro. Their eyes have been blinded. A person who lives a life of rebellion and disbelief is a shaker. Their hearts are hardened and they're searching for any sign of relief or religion. Any sign of relief or religion. So we as believers, when we are called, when we answer the call, we have chosen to trust and believe God. We have come out of the darkness into His light. We're being obedient. We're being humble. We have peace that surpasses all understanding. We turn away from that old life and that old man, and we're continuously pressing in the things of God. So on the other side, we got the people that don't answer the call. All right. They have chosen to deny God. You forward my call to the voicemail. Your hearts are hardened. You're in disbelief, living in a life of misery and pain. You're bitter, you're angry, not recognizing your position or your call. Your disbelief and blindness and disobedience corrupts your heart and makes you vulnerable. It's easy for the enemy to attack you.
Yes.
Lastly, let's look at some of the people that God called upon, that called upon the Lord during their times of distress. We have Jonah in Jonah 2. Jonah was rebellious against what God had told him to do. He told him to go over to Nineveh, and instead he jumped on the boat and went over to Tarshish. And in the belly of the whale, he cried out to the Lord. He was in distress. We have the disciples on the boat with Jesus in the storm, and they crying out saying, Master, carest thou not that we perish? You don't see the storm around us, this rain and this hurricane and everything around us, we about to die out here. Crying out because they was in distress. In the book of Exodus, we have Moses at the Red Sea. Now Moses knew what God can do. And the people knew too, but due to their disbelief, the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord. They looked back and seen Pharaoh and his army coming behind them, and immediately they forgot everything that God had brought them through. And they cried out to the Lord because they was in the sight of distress. In the book of Judges, I think it's about my favorite one right here. You got Samson falling into the trap of Delilah and loses the power that God had given him ever since he was a child at birth. And he asked God just one more time to strengthen him so he can avenge the people, the Philistines. Yes. So let's do as Nehemiah did. Let's not ignore the distress call, but let's answer the call with love, patience, kindness, forgiveness, joy, faithfulness, self-control, and peace, showing the fruits of our spirit which God has given us. Answer the call. Y'all be blessed.
Amen.